Ooh, we gotta get that to stop shaking. There we go. All right. So today we have a request for uh, cyan. Now, you all remember the struggle that I've been through when it comes to cyan. You'll know my feelings on the matter. But we are, hey, Koala, Mountain Ash, how are we today? So I am doing a combination of cyan and black for the background, and then we're going to do white eyes. And I think those eyes are going to just pop like crazy. My only worry, as always, is the two colors blending together a little too much. Bubbles, the warrior, how are you? Um, and so we're gonna, yeah, I already have the mixture combined. I did my best to get a nice cyan color. Hopefully, this actually, shows up appropriately instead of just looking like regular blue, as we have struggled with in the past. But yeah, it looks like cyan, or at least my attempt at cyan, is ready to go. Cyan, cyan. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but you know what? Words are made up. They're not real. Had somebody actually comment one time on my pronunciation of that color. I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually getting ready to, once we wrap this up, I'm going to get dressed and ready for another ghost tour tonight. We've got a big one. There's like, I don't know, 40 or 50 people going on it, so it's going to be kind of insane. Charms, what's up? Yeah, no, it's an insane color to try to make. We usually stick with Blue Lagoon, but Blue Lagoon has this really weird, uncomfortable texture to it that doesn't quite work for me. And so I've kind of mixed a little bit of that in with some smoother textured paint. But I'm now combining a little bit of black in here, and I'm just hoping these colors agree with each other and they don't mix so much that we can't tell there are indeed two colors in the combo. All right, so let's give this a pour and hope we only have to do one. Because don't we just love it when it's just so much smoother that way. Now we know that black takes over pretty significantly when it comes to, I mean, honestly, any color. So this is almost guaranteed that we're going to hit it with the heat gun to try to get some of that cyan popping out for us. So fans of the heat gun, get excited. It is, yeah, at this point, that is a guarantee that we're going to need to bring that sucker out because, as you can tell, this is just basically all black at this point. Oh no, I'm a little worried that I didn't pour enough. We're going to really have to hope that this does the trick because, oh no, I may not have poured enough. I may not have put enough in there. Oh no, I am a failure of massive proportions. Just kidding. I want to make clear that that is a humorous exaggeration. I do not think that of myself, and you should not think that of yourself either. I'm gonna just kind of like, we're just gonna do this because we are so low on the paint that this is kind of just this is what we got to do. All right, modern problems, modern solutions, something like that. Okay, hold on, because that surface tension may be enough to at least fill out the top portion here. I'm not gonna lie, with the orange eyes, it's looking pretty sick. Oh my god, Charms, I'm sorry to hear that. Boom, that's one of them. I don't believe the bags under the eyes are moving literally at all. Um, that the forehead may still be moving a bit, but I don't think those bags are. Not even a little. So I'm sitting over here. I'm like trying to pour out just enough, really stretching it, hoping that we can get this enough paint on here to break the surface tension on this one. Now this may be slow going, but I think it should be enough. And then once we fill in the eyes with white, I'm definitely hitting this sucker with a heat gun. And we're going to hope that we get a nice marble effect. This is actually very similar to one that we've done before, where I believe it was a light blue with black. And we ended up with like this really, really cool marbling look. So, we're just kind of holding our breaths and hoping we get that again because, honestly, I loved that one. That was one that I felt a little bad about having to cover up. All right, Bubbles. That's so good. Oh my God. That makes me just so happy to hear, honestly. I know a few people requested it for that reason. And, genuinely, like that, it just feels so good to hear that. Like, congratulations. I hope y'all are celebrating to the ends of the earth for that one. Come on now. Like, I mean, we are struggling with these drips today. There we go. All right. I don't typically like to drop it directly into the hole, but it is what it is, right? Especially when we're struggling the way we are today. Come on. We just need a little bit. Come on now. Yeah, this one was very unfortunate on the actual pour, but I think I'm holding out faith. I do believe it's going to look so cool once we hit it with the heat gun and once we get that marbling going. Now you can see a little bit on the forehead starting to shine through kind of on its own, which is excellent, but not enough as far as I'm concerned. On. Look at this. There's like this a tiny little, ever so slight amount left underneath the eye, and I don't know if it's going to fill itself in or not. Okay, well, we're going to try again. One more little blip. One more drip ought to do the trick. Come on. Come on. Play along. Do what you're supposed to do. All right, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on. Huzzah. We're going to call that a win. There we go. Man, we struggled. I got to make sure I pour the appropriate amount in the next time around because that one is 100% on me. And I do apologize for that because it could have been so much more satisfying. So anyway, we're going to do white for the eyes. That is not the correct one that I'm looking for. And here we go. All right, we just got to throw on one of those caps that makes it pour out a little bit more accurately. This is me not preparing appropriately. Again, are we shocked? Not at all. Am I going to learn from this? I'm not. All right, here we go. Now for the white eyes. so you can see whatever my. Oh, I actually just came back to check on the chat real quick when I saw that. Hey, I'm going to take a look at that profile picture as soon as I go offline. Here we go. Some white eyes. I think this is going to look so good. I think this is going to look so freaking cool. So I've got this request that's kind of waiting in the wings. Somebody made a request on Instagram that is like the most elaborate thing that I have gotten thus far. And I think tomorrow is going to be the best day for me to do it, because with the black background and the black eye sockets, it's going to be really difficult to reapply another layer of black. It's going to be difficult to even see. But this request is asking for yellow. So that might be a pretty solid contrast. I think tomorrow is likely going to be the best day for me to do that. But again, because it's the most elaborate request I've gotten yet, I've been putting it off. Just as a matter of like, I want to make sure I give it its due diligence. You know, I don't want to have to rush through it. So potentially tomorrow. I don't want to make any promises just because, you know, if stuff comes up and then I can't do that elaborate request, y'all are going to be like, oh, but you said something cool was going to happen. And I'll be like, ah, but I lied, you know, like a liar. All right, so that is the color combo, which I think, oh, that looks so sick. So cool. But it's time for the heat gun. Let's do this. Let's get this black to crack open and show us some bright cyan. Come on, crack open. Let's see this split open. Hey, we're getting some there at the bottom. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, the crack open is almost like zigzagged and swirled. All right, and as soon as I remove it from the heat, it's going to do this sort of shrivel up type of look where it just like it dries out almost, and it gives us that really, really cool texture that I love. That's what I'm talking. That's like electricity traveling through space, and that is so freaking cool to me. Yes, Neil Everett is indeed looking handsome as always. Anyway, hey, thanks for everybody for tuning in. But that is it for the evening. Like I said, I do have another ghost tour tonight, so I won't be going live. But hey, until tomorrow, be good to each other, okay?